Hey guys, welcome back again to Ken Tamplin Vocal Academy, where the proof is in the singing. We got a lot of requests for this one. It's Brendon Urie, his best live vocals. I have not seen this yet, so we'll just kind of dive right into it and comment and do a vocal reaction along the way. Here we go. Nice tight band.
Did ya? All your friends were so knocked out. You had to be a big shot.
Okay, so I want to stop this here for a second. So Brendon kind of started out, as best I can tell, more on the crooner side of things. So he was, definitely like the Harry Connick Jr., Frank Sinatra, some of the newer guys that have come out. He definitely has the a crooner vibe going on, and you all kind of get the flavor of that as he's doing this tune here. Big Shot Billy Joel is. I don't know if it fits in that category necessarily, but his versatility is really cool because he can sing the lower stuff and a lot of warmth in his sound. This doesn't have so much the warmth as the crooner stuff that he's done, but he's able to grab it, and he's a really great performer. So let's continue. Here we go.
All your friends were so knocked out. You had to have the last one last night. So much fun to be around. You had to have the front page all time. Had to be a big shot last night.
Cool. All right, so, and then, he's busting out like an acoustic thing here. So that's awesome. Girls, Boys, for the people of 2014. Let's check out his acoustic set. Here we go.
Girls love girls and boys.
Girls and boys.
Girls love girls and boys.
Now, I like his placement for you singers. Girls and boys. He pitches it. He comes in from behind the note. We've talked about this. I have a singing course called How to Sing Better Than Anyone Else. You come in from behind the note and you drop down on it. You don't go girls, good. You go girls and get that placement of that vowel up nice and high. And then he broke into a falsetto thing. He was a little pitchy on that, but that's cool. Let's continue.
And never did I think that I would be caught in the way you got me.
Okay, and I want to mention one more thing for you singers out there. Remember we talked about contiguous phrase singing, how we don't want to reopen that ah vowel over and over again. We want to have the line be contiguous. So, like he's saying he's not singing the notes or the words very staccato. They're very legato. They're very fluid, very portamento. And so he's really keeping that open throat technique, which is great. That it gives you the ability to get a lot of range when you need it. So that's awesome.
But girls love girls and boys. Love is not a choice.
A little sharp there.
Just a villain vying for attention from a girl who can't decide.
Good strength in his abdomen. Good support.
Here's the reason why girls love girls and boys.
Yes, he's got the fast vibrato going on, the caprino vibrato we've talked about. Girls and Okay, so far we've seen the crooner side, or the Billy Joel side of him. He has a crooner side to him too, and it's kind of cool. We're moving into a lot of different styles with him. That's great. The audio sync is really off on that, but he's actually really singing. He's really singing even though there's a delay in the audio. Big show. Oh, there's the drop. Nice.
I wanna know what everyone knows. I wanna go where everyone feels the same.
Okay, this is kind of more like nouveau pop kind of stuff, you know, so it's a little bit more snappy and whatever. So how cool, man, to go from, like I said, crooner / Billy Joel, big rock stuff with kind of almost like a rave kind of feel to it, and then into something like more of like newer pop kind of sound.
I never said I'd leave the city, and I never said I'd leave this town. I've only got we want it all about. When everybody gets there, everybody gets there, everybody gets their way.
Now again, I personally wouldn't sing the way he's singing. He has his own style, so he's Brendan, I'm not. But I wouldn't go, and everybody gets there, and everybody gets their way. I wouldn't do it that like. I would go, and everybody gets there, everybody gets their way. I'd slur the words a little bit more, and I'd make them more closely related rather than being so proper on it. But that's actually a big theater thing. A lot of theater coaches really want you to be able to kind of over-enunciate and over-pronounce things so that the person in the last row can really understand what you're saying. To me, that takes away a little bit of the sexiness and the beauty of a sound, but I understand why people do it because they really want you to hear the lyrics, so it makes sense. So let's continue. Here we go.
Never said I missed her when everybody kissed her.
When everybody...
Only want to play.
There's that fast vibrato again. Sorry guys, some of these videos, the fidelity's not that great, but I just grabbed his best stuff because I was asked to react to it, so. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Now he's doing the slurry vocal thing here. Everybody's gonna na 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 na. He's doing the thing I was talking about not over enunciating the words. So maybe there's one song he has where he does that, and in this case he's not doing that at all. He's kind of singing it more like I'd like to sing it for myself. So let's continue. It's hard to sing solo with acoustic by yourself and sound good, folks. Very naked. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Nice. Very different than his earlier crooner stuff, man. It's cool. Cool. All right, man. If I was the person editing this, I think I would have cut that video a little shorter, but let's continue. Here we go. Someone walking in front of the camera. Sorry, I had to do that. Good pitch, good tone. Nice. Ooh, Dream On. I haven't seen this yet, so I'm excited with you guys to check out what's going on next. For you guys that recommended it, of course you've seen it before, but I haven't. So let's rock. Let's continue. Sing for the end. Sing for the love. Sing for the tears. Sing with it. Just for the end. Baby, tomorrow the good Lord take it away. Dream on. Dream on. Dream on. Dream until your dream comes true. Awesome. I've not seen this. That's cool. Well, what is this, like Miss America pageant or something? That's what it looks like. Or Miss Universe. I don't know. He's gotten himself into some cool gigs. You know, the thing he did with Taylor Swift. He's on, The Voice Live, all these different things. He's managed to get himself on some cool shows. I did a version of this Dream On. So if you get a chance, I'll put it in the description. I did it more like the original. So check out my version of Dream On, and you can see how I stacked up to Brendan, and also how I stacked up to Steven Tyler. And see, may the best man win. Here we go. Sounds like he's singing Dreamer.
'cause it's night in the afternoon.
Yeah, he's got a lot of different styles. He's very diverse, man. It's cool. There's a little bit of a Freddie Mercury vibe going on too, which is cool. That's funny. Look at the mic that he's using right now. He's using the same mic I'm using. That's cool. That's a Neumann M149. It's one of the best vocal mics out. In fact, my chain, I'm going to take you guys, I'm building a new studio. By the way, I have a singing course. I mentioned this before. I'll mention it again. I have a singing course called How to Sing Better Than Anyone Else. And I walk you guys through this stuff step by step, exactly how to get these tones. Now, no one wants to sound exactly like Brendon Urie or whomever else we do, but it's cool to get their influences and bring into those influences into our arsenal for great singing. So you can choose from a lot of different things and incorporate that into your own style. Now, I'm building a really cool recording studio here in Flagstaff, Arizona. And for those of you that know me, I actually had 4 properties in Hawaii. And I lost all of them, including my studio, to lava in July of last year. Kilauea went off and it just covered our entire area, like 1.5 miles wide and 1 mile out to sea with 50 feet of lava that covered everybody, and that included my studio. So building a new room, and when I do this, I'm gonna take you guys for a walk through the new room and all the gear that I use, how I use it, and how I get some of the vocal sounds that I get. But I'm mentioning this by way of watching the Neumann M149 that he's singing into now, okay? That's for you gear geeks that are out there, so.
When it's night in the afternoon, your eyes are the size
He even has the same spin screen that I use. Sounds good, Brendon. Good job, man.
Back to
Cool.
the street, down to our feet, losing the feeling of feeling you
Feeling
need.
it.
Do you know what I mean? Back to the place where we used to say, man, it feels good to feel this way. Now I know what I
It's really
mean.
weird. I don't know why this is, but for some reason, on some of it, the sync is on with his vocals. It sounds like a contiguous live performance. So I'm not saying he's lip syncing at all, but it's weird that one camera will show one thing and the video is off, though you can hear clearly that it is the same vocal going through it and he is singing it live. But it'd been better if they got some of the audio sync together on this. So that's kind of a drag, but we'll enjoy the video for what it is.
Say what you mean, tell me I'm right, and let the sun rain down on me.
It's a good song.
Give me a sign, I wanna
Great songwriter, man.
Whoa, Mona Lisa, you're guaranteed to run this
Great pitch,
town.
Brendon. Good job, dude.
Whoa, Mona Lisa,
Nice.
I pay to see you frown. Whoa, Mona Lisa, you're guaranteed to run this town. Whoa, Mona Lisa, I'd pay.
Now it's kind of interesting. Let me point at something. He goes, whoa, and he's kind of covered on the sound in the front of his face. But guys, like I've talked to you about this before, watch what he did before, right after that. He opens up the sound. Let me back this up a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. He has to go and bring a little mask into the sound and bring the sound into the front of his face as he goes up, because he can't stay in a covered position and get the range that he's looking for. So I cover this in my singing course too. There's a specific way to do it. There's some specific vowel modifications to use and how you do it. You don't just, open up the face and start singing nasally or frontal in the mask. But he's using a great technique here. Check this out.
You frown.
Let's watch it again.
Whoa, Mona Lisa, you're guaranteed to run this
She's
town.
run this town. Very narrow in the sound.
Mona Lisa,
Mona Lisa. See him smile into the sound? Cool. Good technique. Sounds good, man. He obviously has had some vocal training. You can tell.
Mona Lisa, wear me out.
Nice, man.
Please to please
That's his crooner thing.
her.
He looks like Jimmy Dean with his little hair, Mona Lisa. Can I do that? No, I don't look as cool. Sorry. I thought I would try it, though. Here we go. Whoops.
You are the lonely.
Death of a Bachelor. Here we go.
I see the shadows on my face. People have told me I don't look the same.
That's what I meant by the Sinatra vibe.
Maybe I lost weight, or I'm playing hooky
Cool.
with a best of the best. Put my heart on my chest so that you can see it too. Walking the long road.
So there's the crooner thing we talked about.
The sky fall. The lace in your dress tangles my neck. How do I?
If you guys get a chance, check out Harry Connick Jr. because he just does a fabulous job of this too. So if you like this kind of sound, I recommend checking out Harry Connick Jr. He is the king of this, and Harry is also just a phenomenal musician as well. So anyway. That's awesome. Nice. Nice, man. This is a hard sound to sing. I'm telling you guys, it's hard to do this. And then bringing it down. I love that tone. He's got that nice bright tone. In my course, I have a saying. It's ping is king. And you really want that bright ping in the sound of your voice in order to be able to grow it, because without it, the voice doesn't really grow. If you get too much air, it's like taking a flamethrower of air across the chords, and he's able to control and mitigate that air to get the tones that he's looking for in the voice. Again, I cover that in my singing course as well. So let's continue.
Is going to burst alone at
Good
a
pitch.
table for two, and I just want to be served.
Nice, man. That's great.
Walking the long road, watching the sky fall.
Looks like it's from his phone or something.
Lace in your dress tangles my neck. How do I live?
Good, great sound.
The death of a bachelor, letting the water fall.
All right, Brendan, it's fun watching you. I admit, it's cool. You're definitely a force to be reckoned with, man. That's great.
Happy ever after. Lifetime of laughter at the expense of the death of a bachelor.
Good job, man.
Just a small town girl.
Oh, wow. How young are you here, man? Where is this? Like, 2009. All right, cool. Let's check this out. Don't Stop Believing by Journey, folks. Here we go.
Living in a lonely world.
Lonely world.
She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. Took the midnight train going anywhere. Strangers waiting.
Nice.
Up and down the boulevard.
Good pitch. Good placement. Good vowel placement. Okay, now this begs the question, guys. I'm sorry. It begs the question. I know I've said this before, and let's be honest with ourselves. Do you think if Brendan were to audition for The Voice or X Factor or whatever show, do you think that he would pass the auditions? And he is just a force of a talent. But if he came in doing this, I don't know if he would, because he's not trying to it's just, over the top with everything he does and kill it with the high notes, though he has all that. He's not trying to do that. He's just being a great artist, right? It's really cool. But he probably wouldn't get past the auditions. It's kind of strange. So let's remember, guys, that as you're going after this stuff, X Factor is not everything. The Voice is not everything. American Idol is not everything. And here's an example of some guy that's cutting his own path and doing it his way, which is really cool, and just owning planet Earth with it. I just wanted to put that out there again. I know I've said it before, but it's worth repeating. Here we go. A little more soulful than... Wow, a lot of acoustic stuff, man. Oh, it's the same show. Got it.
Haven't you people ever heard of closing a goddamn door? No! It's better to face these kinds of things with such a rationality. Haven't you people ever heard of?
There's that over-accentuation of the words again.
No! It's better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poise. grace and rationality.
He's killing it.
Well, I said, haven't you people ever heard of?
Yeah, we're coming to close here.
Goddamn door. No!
Good job, man. That was awesome. Yeah, I mean, a guy with a lot of great styles, great voice, great pitch, great tone, good control, good technique. It's all working for him, man. So that's super awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed this. And again, check out my singing course. Stop by my singing forums, man. I've got thousands and thousands of singers. We're all negotiating, talking about the same kind of stuff. And just for pure entertainment, for you that don't sing, stop in there anyway. So don't forget to click like my video and subscribe, and you'll get more of these videos coming your way. So until next time, peace out. Hey guys, if you like what you heard, please like and subscribe to my channel by clicking on the subscribe button. That will actually take you to another page where you want to click on the bell icon, and it opens up a menu, and the menu has notifications on it where there's a little box you can check where it says send me all notifications for this channel. Check the box and then click the save button, and you'll get notifications from me every time I have a cool video come out. Okay? Thanks guys. Peace out.